Scotsman Gilchrist Ross was captured at Dunbar in 1650, sold into indentured servitude in Ipswich, Massachusetts, and his family line would fight in the American Revolution. This is the untold story of resilience, legacy, and the bonds that lasted generations. In September 1650, after the disastrous Battle of Dunbar, a young Scottish Highlander named Gilchrist Ross found himself imprisoned, shipped on the ketch Unity, and sold as an indentured servant in Ipswich, Massachusetts. What followed was a remarkable odyssey, where his descendants would fight for liberty in the American Revolution. At Dunbar, Oliver Cromwell's forces overwhelmed the Scots on September 3, 1650. Thousands were captured, many died. Those who survived were marched to Durham Castle and later transported overseas. Among them was Gilchrist Ross, also spelled Killicross, Ross or Ross, #89 on the Unity passenger list. Arriving in Massachusetts Bay in late December 1650. He eventually served as an indentured servant to Samuel Simons of Ipswich. Gilchrist lived in Ipswich through the 1650s. On May 9, 1661, he married Mary Galley. Together they had 26 children. Gilchrist died in Ipswich in 1683. His first son John Ross, born May 9, 1662 in Ipswich, married in Low, and they continued the Ross line in Ipswich. They had 23 children, one of which was Jabez Ross, who was my 12th generation great-grandfather. By the mid-1700s, Gilchrist's great-great-great-great-grandchildren were adults. 5 of them served in the Continental Army, with one of them having fought at the Battle of Bunker Hill. Gilchrist Ross's story epitomizes transformation, from Scottish Highlander captured at Dunbar to colonial pioneer, family patriarch, and progenitor of American patriots. Over 5 generations, his descendants became part of the fabric of Massachusetts: farmers, soldiers, town leaders. This is more than genealogy. Gilchrist's arc reflects broader narratives: forced migration, colonial labor, assimilation, and the slow evolution from indentured servitude under Cromwell to citizenship in a free republic. His family ranching, intermarrying, raising children in Ipswich over 130 years, produced a citizenry ready to fight for self-governance. That arc traces one thread from Dunbar to Concord, and 14 generations later, to Cleveland, Ohio. Gilchrist Ross died in 1683 in Ipswich, but his legacy lived on. His bloodline embodied the transition from indentured POW to American patriot. While the Revolution generation names may blur, his descendants were there in spirit and substance. If you're descended from early Ipswich families like Ross, Fitz, Lowe, or Simons, check your archives and realize your ancestor could have crossed swords for your liberty.